Hey, what's up, YouTube, and all my Mandela Effect community out there? What I'm going to do today is I'm going to try to make a video, um, basically trying to point out, I think, what separates a lot of us from them. Maybe. Um, so basically, I want to make sure I want to try to see if I can find anybody that relates to me on my views. I know it's a little bit farther out there than most, but I just want to see if anybody can relate to who I am and what I am. Maybe a little bit for you guys, you can see a little bit of who I am and who it is that you're actually watching. And I want to open up a little bit about who I am so you can see that. Um, Let me start by pointing out the first thing is probably the most important thing is my brain and the crap that I choose to let into it and the things that I don't let into it. Okay. Um, Starting with TV, music, television. I don't even watch regular TV anymore. I do watch sitcoms every now and again. I do watch movies. Any of you who've watched me before know that I love movies. I'm a big movie guy. I watch The Office. I watch Big Bang Theory when I can catch it, but I kind of hate being led to a laugh and led to a certain emotion. And Big Bang Theory does that with the background audience. I'm kind of I'm kind of falling away from it, honestly. So basically, I just like watch The Flash and The Office. That's pretty much all I watch these days. It seems like anyway. Um, if I don't agree with the actor, the producer, the director, the writer, if I don't agree with what these people are about, I usually don't watch it. Okay, I mean, if they're regular people in Hollywood or whatever trying to make their comeuppance in that entertainment business, then so be it. But I'll give you an example. Like Woody Allen, the guy married his daughter. I'm never going to watch any of his movies. I'm never going to be a part of anything he does. If I ever see the guy, I'm going to dead leg him right in his kneecap and I'm going to knock him down to the ground. All right, I don't like that guy at all. Okay, so I'm just saying that's a good example. I'm never going to watch anything because I'm not about what he's about. So that's not going to happen. Um, but remember that word bubblegum. I'm going to use it a couple of times, but that's basically what some of these movies and TV shows are. I'm not. There's nothing that Paris Hilton's going to say that I want to hear. Britney Spears, any of them. It's all bubblegum. It's all brain bubblegum, and honestly, I don't want any of it in my brain. Um, my next subject: products and consumerism. Um, I don't go to major food chains. I don't go to McDonald's. I don't do that kind of thing. I don't go to, I don't, I'm not going to live by this Starbucks type of mentality. You like coffee, you like Starbucks, great. But I think there's a different way to do it instead of lining the pockets of those fat cats over there. I'm very anti-establishment when it comes to these big, giant chains. Okay, and that even goes for like Whole Foods. I don't know if everybody has those where they are, but it's super expensive food. It's supposed to be organic. You can taste cheese and drink wine. If you're really trying to help people, cut out the fluff and get these people some healthy food. But that's not the case. Therefore, I'm not playing ball. Um, Name brands. I mentioned Starbucks and McDonald's and all that. Name brand stuff. Um, you know, um, I don't go to Walmart. I don't shop at Walmart. But if I did, I can't even shop there because they cater to their customers, which are obese cattle. And I mean, no offense to nobody, but I'm a thin person. I can't shop at Walmart. Okay, they know who their clientele is, and it's no one thin. All right, so I don't shop at Walmart, and truthfully, I really don't want to have anything to do with Walmart because honestly, they just basically crush souls and other businesses that are actually just regular legitimate businesses. And nobody thinks about the dad that blew his brains out or the grandfather that hung himself because he worked his whole life for this little bitty mom and pop shop. Walmart moves him down the street and his life is over, something he's worked for his whole life, and it's done. I refuse to be a part of it, so therefore I'm not. Okay, more bubblegum for the brain, more bubblegum. Not going to be a part of it. um, I'm not even want to get started about the plumbing problems Walmart's having and the booming noises coming from there. I'm from Texas. We were hearing those booms, those cannon sounds for some time. So I'm just not having anything to do with Walmart. Um, and I mean that goes for a lot of places. That goes for Starbucks, Walmart. Um, any of these major corporations. I'm not gonna fool with them. McDonald's. I'm not fooling with them. Um, my next subject is tech. Now, basically, when I say I love tech, I'm a big boy who loves his big boy toys. I love anything that's basically electronic. I like what I can do and can't do to them. But cell phones. Now, I know it's going to piss y'all off a little bit, but I refuse to believe. I mean, don't get me wrong, maybe it's some of you, but there's no way it's 80%. It's got to be like 6%. But there's no way you're going to tell me that you bought that iPhone because of the hardware specs and because of the software specs. It doesn't take massive hardware to run Facebook. It doesn't take massive hardware to listen to Pandora. Okay, it doesn't take major hardware to do these things. This is something that a $10, $20 Android phone can do. Just as simple. All right, but no, a lot of people got to be a part of this big. They want to be a part of the gang. They want to get along with everybody. They want to be able to stroll and laugh and share their little pictures and everything on their beautiful little iPhones that cost $1,000. That you let AT&T or T-Mobile, AT&T another company I don't fool with, you know, you let these companies lock you into some stupid 1 year, 2 year contract so you can pay off your phone or whatever. I mean, come on, man. I mean, I'm sorry, but again, I refuse to be a part of Apple. I refuse to be a part of any of their phones, any of their products, any MacBook, anything else. I refuse to be a part of it. Okay, if you're a big video editor, then I guess buy a MacBook. All right, I'm not a big enough video editor to care less about buying a MacBook, so I never will. I do not play ball with Apple, so I apologize if I've offended anybody, but I'm not going to shed a tear for an Apple user. Okay, I mean, you're the idiot that spent, and I don't mean you necessarily, like people watching, but they're the idiots that signed off 2 years of their life, a year of their life for some stupid ass contract. Now, I did have an iPhone back when there was a 3G iPhone. And now, back at the time, there was no other cellular devices that had the software and the hardware that I needed to jail. Once I jailbroke, I was able to crack, hack, and get into things I shouldn't have been able to get into when it was still illegal. But as time went on, I clearly left it and quit using it. But at the time, yeah, I did use the hardware, but there was nothing else like it. And Apple hadn't quite become what they've become now. Okay? And a little side note about that. Um, I've been on a mission to try to shed this brick that we carry in our back pocket or in our purse or wherever you carry your giant phone or, wherever you carry your phone. I've been on a mission to try to find a smart, watch, and it's finally happened. I'm actually pretty excited here. Pretty soon, I'm going to get me a 4G LTE watch. I don't need a cell phone in my back pocket. I don't want to carry a cell phone anymore at all. Okay, I don't want to be a part of that group anymore. Just it's kind of unnerving for me. I just don't want to be a part of that group. So I'm going to get me a watch where I can send text messages, make phone calls, check emails, do whatever it is I need to do. I can do it from my wrist. Because let's be honest, if you have a screen about yay big, you're gonna be a lot less likely to hover around the bubblegum sites, Facebook, Instagram, bubblegum for the brain, gooey spider webs meant to clog your thinking. And while I'm talking about Facebook real quick, um, if somebody came to your house, a government agent came to your house and said, tell me who all your friends are, tell me all their information, tell me where they live, tell me where they went to school, tell me all the music you like, tell me the movies you like, tell me everything about you and your friends and your environment. Tell me 99%, well, maybe not 99, but 90% of you would probably say, screw you, I ain't gonna tell you nothing. But you know what you did do? You went ahead and put it on Facebook and gave it to them anyway, voluntarily. You gave up all your goods to the government because Mark Zuckerberg's in bed with them. So guess what? You gave him all your stuff for free. You just gave it to him. Here's everything about me and everything that I do. Now you know everything about me now, and you voluntarily gave it away. Bubblegum, it got you. Okay, it got you. So I refuse to be a part of that. Also. Um, but like I said, I'm really excited about the watch. I'm not going to name drop. I'm not trying to sell anything. But if there are people out there that are like me trying to get rid of that phone in their back pocket, there's a way to get rid of it, and it's finally here. I've been waiting for years for this. Waiting for years. But anyway, let me move on. I don't even know how to even attempt this one, but it's the shallow people. These are people that put status and profit before others, before human beings. You know, I'm just going to name a few things. People that are about like their jewelry. These are accessory people. Okay, these same people I know have the flashiest iPhone too. I'm sure of it. But it's a little more complex than that. They got people that live through their clothing, their tennis shoes like Air Jordans. How stupid! How stupid can you be? I hate Jordans. Super expensive hairstyles, which I haven't been to the barber since I was 12 years old. I've been cutting my own hair, and I've had every kind of hairstyle. You want to do it, educate yourself, and figure it out. That's all I can tell you. That's how this whole world should work. But it's not. We're spoon-fed, and we're given the bubble gum. All right? I'm not a part of that group. But it's how much money you have, what kind of status you have, which people use Facebook for that too. But it's the guys with the giant muscles at the gym. It's the girls with the giant fake boobs. They use these things to validate themselves. And really and truthfully, I don't like these people. You're missing everything that's in here and everything that's in here because of whatever they have out here. And for me, that's a joke. That's not what a human being is to me. I hope that's why you're on this video. I hope that, dear Lord, it could not be for my great, fantastic looks or my beautiful video editing here. It's not. That's why I don't do any of that. Of course, I can sit down and use Windows Movie Maker or some other, a Vinci, movie editor or video editing. Yeah, of course I can sit down and do the job. I don't care about that. I'm not about the fluff. I hope you're here for the information, not how beautiful I set it up for you. I'm not. Some of the best educators did not have a beautiful scheme around them. The people that I respect and I love in history and in this world were not beautiful people. Okay, I was there for their information, what they had in here, what they had in here. Okay, so again, I hope that's why you're here listening to me. And I don't have anything against people that have nice homes. Humbling, nice homes, even though they may have some money or whatever. Keep your place nice. Live within your means. Live for what you need or what you have to have. But you don't need 4 columns in front of your home like it's the White House. Come on, some of these people, man, I don't know, either way, I'm not a part of those people either, for the reason that I think, the reason why I made this video and how it all connects us, or at least how it connects you with me, is, these monetary based people, they're selfish, they're shallow, that's their existence. These people won't even recognize the Mandela effect. Honestly, they probably could care less. They haven't even heard, I'm sure, about the Mandela effect. Nor could they see the details that it takes to decipher some of these Mandela effects. They don't have a memory built for that. They have a memory that's built for a swipe left. I don't even know if it came out the right way, but that's what kind of memory they have. And guess what? The information does the same shit. Right out, okay? That's where we live. That's the world that we live in. And we're the minority. We're the ones that are... I say we, I don't know how any of you feel about this, but a lot of, my people are that way. A lot of the people that I do get along with are that way, because I don't get along with the other ones. I don't get along with the bubblegum Walmart people and Facebook people. I really don't. Where they can't look up. They're like this all day long. That's not even alive. You're staring at an electronic box. Like your TV. You sitting at home on your couch wasn't enough to watch TV. Now you got to carry around a little bitty tiny one in your back pocket. Come on, man. You're a joke. And like I said, when I say you, I'm not necessarily talking to you guys, of course. These people aren't stupid that I talk to here, so I'm pretty sure they've connected the dots so far who I'm talking about. But also, let me calm down a little bit before I get too worked up. I need to set a few things straight. I know that I'm a militant. I know that I put people before profit. I know that I live for human beings. I live for those that can't live for themselves. I speak for those that can't speak for themselves. I fight for those that can't fight for themselves. That's who I am. I've always been that way, and I'm always going to be that way till the day I'm dead. That's how I'm wired. Okay, that's how I am, and that's what I'm making this video for, is to try to find more of you that see things not exactly like me, but if I made any sense, at least. I don't want to feel like I'm a total nutbag sometimes, but and don't get me wrong, I know I'm all about my Rage Against the Machine, and I'm all about that kind of stuff, and I have friends that are about it too. So I know I'm not crazy, but I'm just talking to my subscribers, my viewers, and a lot of you. I hopefully every one of you. I've talked to all of you. If you've left a comment, I'm gonna comment back. I don't care if it takes me 3 days to constantly do it in 20-hour shifts. I will respond to everyone. And if for some reason I missed it, it's because it got locked up in some spam folder, and I just haven't. I don't know, but I'm just saying I will respond to everybody in my power. I promise you. No matter who you are, I will respond in some kind of way. You want to run your mouth, I'm going to run it right back. You want to say good things, I'm going to reciprocate. Treat me how you want to be treated. That's how I am. Okay, and that's what I'm doing this video for, to try to find others that are like me. I think that a lot of you are, and I guess I would just like to know, and I want some of you to not feel so alone. I want you guys to know that there's other people out there that take some of your ideas and probably go way out in the left field with it, and I'm probably one of those people. I heard Dr. Taryn was catching a lot of flack for making money or monetizing his videos or getting donations or whatever. I don't know what the big issue is. He's not me. He's not some political militant. He's not a member of Anonymous. He's a regular guy. And truthfully, if he was some type of chiropractic doctor or whatever, honestly, it's pretty awesome that he is trying not to do that so he can make YouTube videos. That's pretty awesome. He's helped a lot of people. I helped you. He's helped me. Especially in the beginning, he helped me a lot. And I know he's helped a lot of you guys too. I know this. He's a decent human being. He may not be the best. You may want to critique him, but it is what it is. He ain't no monster. And that's the way some of these people are painting him out to be. And I think some of the same attackers are attacking me too. They're attacking all of us, honestly. But anyway, I'd like to make a little side note here. I knew an incredibly devout Christian young man at one time. And he and I saw things almost identical. 99% identical. The 1% that was different was where he got his strength from God. I got my strength from people. At the time, I was an atheist. Things, as of lately, have kind of been changing. But at the time, I was an atheist. And he and I was very much into politics and being very much a militant. I am to this day. I still live it, but it's what I was always talking about and arguing about, whatever. And he did the same thing, it seemed like, but it was different. He wasn't shallow. He wasn't about his clothes. He wasn't about a car, even though he had the money to do it. He had drove around this piece of crap car because he didn't need a new one. He was not a sellout. He had some integrity. That's a word I wish I had used a little bit more in here. It's integrity. That's the intelligent way of saying not being a sellout. Have a little bit of integrity, and this guy had it. And it's amazing that I was an atheist and he was a devout Christian, and we saw things almost identical. So anyway, so this is my final point. If you can see things the way that I do, and I hope that you can see, or now I'm talking to my community, I hope that you can see that it stems from caring for others. And you can see, hopefully you can see how all these other things it's not for caring about others. It all boils down to selfishness. Every one of them, all of them, the people that are eating there, buying there, and the people that are selling the food and cooking it, and the people that are selling those products. It's all has to do with selfishness, all of it. There's no sacrifice in that. other than sacrificing people you should be caring about to support your own habits. Okay, I mean, and they're honestly, I feel, frivolous and mindless habits. Um, so if anybody wants to really try, if you've made it this far, thank you. But if you want to know how I'm relating this to the Mandela effect, seeing seeing past the facade, okay, and seeing the fake people in this reality, you know, can you see how the lack of caring for them almost is the exact opposite of our empathy? And can you see how the facade that they live by is almost the exact opposite of thinking in details, which is basically what it takes, you know, to see these Mandela effects and the things that change them. You know, it takes detailed thinking, and you couldn't do it if you had bubblegum all in here. So that's how I'm kind of relating this video to the affected people. Is that that's why we're not them. And that's how I feel. I could be wrong, but that's why I'm making the video. I want to find out more. You know, but I feel like some of us, you know, that's what separates us from them. They live right here, right in front of their face, and they could care less about others. That's exact opposite of what we're doing. We do care for others, and we have to think in details. We can't think like this, otherwise you won't see anything. We think in details and everything around us. You know, so that's basically the connection that I've made. I was thinking about it, and I really wanted to make this video so you guys could see who I'm about and how I see things, and I want to know how you guys see things. And y'all all know that I live for the comments, so please drop them. Um, you know, so thank you, everyone. Okay, for if you've sat this long, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm gonna get out of here. I know I dropped a bunch of information, so please leave a comment, and remember, all of you, anybody that watches this, you know, there's only one way to embrace. There's only one way to embrace the positive, and to defy and stand against the negative. Only one way. Only one way. Embrace the positive, and defy the negative. Is by staying strong. Stay strong, people, and I'll see you guys soon.